honourable member for Calgary-Glenmore.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It is my honor to rise today and speak for the first time to this assembly. To be a part of such a small group of individuals who have sat as elected members of this House is truly a privilege. I'm truly humbled that the people of Calgary-Glenmore chose to put their trust in the Premier, the NDP, and myself. I promise to work every day in this House to represent the people of Calgary-Glenmore and bring about the change they voted for in May. The riding of Calgary-Glenmore is one of only 2 Calgary ridings that have not been divided since the electoral boundaries changed substantially in 1959. A riding that compasses important landmarks such as the Glenmore Reservoir, important tourist sites like Heritage Park, and a huge diversity of people, including the strong Jewish community. People who speak many different languages like Cantonese, Mandarin, Urdu, Hindi, Punjabi, German, Spanish, and more. People who were born in Alberta, in other provinces, and across the world. People who have decided to make Calgary-Glenmore their home. While campaigning, I met some of these people and I heard their incredible stories. These are the people and the riding that I'm honored and humbled to represent. And the people I will do my best for every day in this House and in the community. Like many of my colleagues in this House, I have not been in politics long. In fact, it feels like I even have a bit of catching up to do, even to some of my newest colleagues. This election has taught me a lot, not just about the democratic process, but about patience, perseverance, and dedication. Truly, in Calgary-Glenmore, every vote counted. This historic election has proven that every vote, that every voice, every constituent matters. Calgary-Glenmore has a long history of electing high-ranking politicians, including Premiers Eberhard and Klein, Speakers Arthur Dixon and David Carter, and Lieutenant Governors John Bolin and Grant McEwen. I hope one day in the future, my name is added to that list of notable Calgary-Glenmore politicians. I have long worked to make our province and my community a better place. Before my election as an MLA, I spent many years working in the field of engineering. I completed my undergraduate degree in chemical engineering and then pursued a master's in environmental engineering at Western University in London, Ontario. Since then, I have spent years in oil and gas and in research and development. I have developed knowledge of one of Alberta's most important industries. I did this work and completed these degrees because I wanted to find ways to make chemical engineering processes more environmentally friendly. I wanted to ensure that we were protecting our air, our land, and our water, and that the work I was doing was not jeopardizing the health of our environment. These are goals I will continue to work towards in my new role. I believe this experience will serve me as well as an MLA, and I'm looking forward to the new challenges that lay ahead. I got into politics because I wanted to make a difference, because I always believed that victory not necessarily lies in the winning, but in making a difference. I want to make sure that Albertans' voices were heard and their wishes were respected. That is why I'm so excited to get to work on the issues that are important for the people of Calgary-Glenmore. Being the voice of my constituents in this assembly is my #1 priority. During the campaign and since I have been elected, I have heard people tell me that they are worried about their parents who need a long-term care bed but cannot get one because the wait lists are so long. They have told me that they just can't afford the huge costs associated with caring for their elderly parents. And so I understand the importance of good seniors care, and I'm so excited for our government to ensure that seniors have a safe, healthy, and dignified place to live. Parents have told me how important their children's schools and teachers are. They told me how their children's classes already had 30 students and their children were already struggling to get the support they need. They told me about the importance of programs for English language learners, for First Nations and Métis students, for exceptional needs students. In short, they told me how important our education system was to them and their children, and I have to say, I feel the same way. That is why I feel so strongly about ensuring that our schools, teachers, and students get the stable funding that they need. I have heard concerns about balancing our growing infrastructure needs while ensuring we are good stewards of our environment. The people of Calgary-Glenmore told me that they were worried about the province's roads, hospitals, and schools. They want to make sure that when they bring their children to the Rocky View Hospital, the hospital is a safe and healthy environment, and that they are able to access the health care they need when they need it. Our government understands the importance of public infrastructure, of roads and schools and hospitals. And while all of these important projects may not be completed right away, we are making a step in the right direction. The people of Calgary-Glenmore told me that care for seniors, that education, that the infrastructure they rely on was important. And the speech from the throne clearly shows that these are important to their government as well. This is the new start we are all looking forward to. Albertans wanted change, and so they voted in a government with new ideas and new people who are ready to get down to work for Albertans. And while the challenges associated with our healthcare system, our education system, and our infrastructure will not all be resolved in the next few weeks, it is clear to me that this is a huge first step. I look forward to working to ensure the priorities of my constituents and of Albertans are met. I believe we are moving in the right direction and we will make a difference. I'm hopeful that we can build a relationship of trust and respect with Alberta's Indigenous peoples, especially our neighbors in the Tsuut'ina Nation. I'm honored and humbled to have been a part of this monumental change in Alberta's government. Albertans and the people of Calgary-Glenmore put their trust in me and in our new Premier. I got into politics because I wanted to make a difference, and by investing in healthcare, education, and human services, as was outlined in the speech from the throne, we can truly make the lives of Albertans a little easier. Thank you for the opportunity to speak and for the opportunity to serve as the MLA for Calgary-Glenmore.